Welcome to this sacred space, where we delve into the cosmic energies that, although invisible to some, surround us and guide each of our steps. Today we focus on one of the most powerful phenomena that the universe unfolds before us, the majestic full moon. This lunar phase, so full of symbolism and strength, not only invites us to contemplate its beauty from the physical, but to connect with its deep vibration, a vibration that reaches its peak from this very moment. This moon transforms into a magnificent, energetic portal, a crossroads where the spiritual and the material converge, amplifying everything we are and what we wish to be. It is much more than a visual spectacle in the night sky. It is a manifestation of the cosmic cycle, where the energies we have sown finally flourish. In its full brightness, it not only illuminates the dark sky, but also projects its light towards our inner world, that space where our deepest emotions, thoughts, and desires dwell. Like its reflection on calm waters, the full moon reveals what was previously hidden, giving us the opportunity to observe ourselves more clearly and honestly. This is a propitious time for spiritual growth, a moment of expansion in which the barriers that limited us can fade away if we are willing to see them. It is an ideal phase for our purest intentions to align with universal forces and manifest in the tangible. Throughout this video, I invite you to immerse yourself in this journey of self-discovery and transformation, where we will learn how to channel this powerful lunar energy. From ancestral rituals to deep reflections, we will explore together how to connect with this cosmic force and activate our inner power. It is time to vibrate in tune with the moon and manifest the life you have always wanted. Join me, and together we will take firm steps towards a transformation that begins from within and is reflected in everything around us. The full moon, with its full glow, acts as a cosmic mirror that reflects the inner light of our souls. This celestial phenomenon has the ability to show us more clearly the state of our emotions, thoughts, and above all, the energy we are emitting to the universe. When we look into this cosmic mirror, we come face to face with aspects of ourselves that we often prefer to ignore: insecurities, fears, limiting beliefs, and old patterns that no longer serve us. It is in this reflection that the transformative power of the full moon lies. It gives us a unique opportunity to stop, honestly observe what is emerging within us, and make conscious adjustments in our lives. By illuminating what needs to be released, it invites us to let go of those emotional and energetic burdens that are holding back our growth. It is time to cut ties with the past, heal old wounds, and get rid of deep-rooted beliefs that limit our potential. This lunar phase also reminds us that everything we send out into the universe, whether it be love, gratitude, or fear, is what the universe reflects back to us. If our emotions are charged with negativity or resistance, the full moon amplifies those feelings, giving us the opportunity to confront and transform them. On the contrary, if we are aligned with energies of gratitude, abundance, and love, that same vibration will be the one that returns to our lives multiplied. Taking advantage of this intense energy means being willing to look deep within our being, recognize what no longer serves us, and release it. This process is not always easy, but it is essential to make room for new experiences and learning. With its ability to illuminate even the most hidden shadows, it helps us move towards a state of greater consciousness and freedom. Thus, by tuning into its energy, we can recalibrate our vibration, transforming our being and our circumstances from the inside out. But this is not only a phenomenon that affects our spiritual sphere, but also has a direct impact on the material. Its vibrant and expansive energy can act as a catalyst for the manifestation of our deepest desires, those that are aligned with both our essence and our purpose in life. During this lunar phase, the energy reaches its peak, and that power can be channeled to create tangible transformations in the physical world. By connecting with this energy, an energetic flow opens that not only favors internal growth, but also the realization of goals and dreams on the material plane. Everything you have been cultivating in your mind and spirit finds a way to manifest in your external reality. This transformative power can be applied in different areas of life. In your professional career, achieving significant advances that previously seemed unattainable. In personal relationships, strengthening bonds or attracting more authentic connections. And even in obtaining resources that facilitate the progress of important projects for your development. The key to making the most of this energy lies in timing. By being aligned with the vibration of the full moon, you put yourself in a favorable position to move obstacles that previously seemed insurmountable. It is as if cosmic energy supports you in every action you take, multiplying your ability to attract what you need. Situations that previously seemed blocked begin to flow, and resources that seemed scarce manifest in unexpected ways, boosting your material growth. But it is incredible, because at the same time that you materialize your desires on the physical plane, you are also transforming your inner being. Each achievement, each step forward, is a reflection of your spiritual evolution. The full moon, by illuminating both the visible and the invisible, invites you to unify both dimensions, the material and the spiritual, the tangible and the ethereal. In that balance, you find the true ability to create a life that not only satisfies you on a practical level, but also nourishes your soul. By tuning into the energy of the full moon, you have the opportunity to move those symbolic mountains that previously seemed immovable. What seemed impossible becomes possible, and what was once out of reach is now closer than ever. This lunar phase reminds us that we are co-creators of our reality, and that by working in harmony with cosmic energies, we can bring about significant changes that transform both our inner and outer world. The full moon has been considered a sacred portal throughout history in various cultures and spiritual traditions. This cosmic phenomenon, with its unique vibration, offers us a special opportunity to come into contact with the divine and remember our inherent connection to the universe. At this time, the veil that separates material from spiritual becomes thinner, allowing us to feel a deeper closeness to the spiritual plane and access wisdom that might normally be hidden or veiled by the distractions of the physical world. This lunar phase becomes a kind of gateway to higher dimensions, where you can feel the presence of spiritual guides, ancestral energies, or even the essence of your own higher self. The bright light of the full moon not only illuminates the external landscape, but also bathes your inner landscape in clarity, facilitating an ideal space for introspection and communion with the sacred. By harnessing this cosmic energy, one can experience a greater expansion of consciousness, allowing one to feel more connected to the entirety of the universe and the cycles of life itself. During this time of high spiritual energy, you can deepen your practices, whether through meditation, prayer, rituals, or simply silent contemplation under the moonlight. Each of these practices allows you to tune into the divine vibration that the full moon offers, bringing you into a state of greater alignment with your purpose and inner truth. No matter what spiritual path you follow, the full moon reminds you that you are part of something much larger, and that the act of connecting with the sacred does not require external complexity, but rather an open and receiving heart. In this sacred space, you can find answers you've been searching for, receive guidance in times of uncertainty, or simply feel the peace that comes from knowing you're not alone, that there are cosmic forces working with and for you. The full moon is an invitation to stop, to silence the external noise, and to enter a state of receptivity. It is in these moments of stillness and contemplation that the divine reveals itself most clearly, reminding you that you are part of a vaster whole in constant interconnection with the universe. This recognition of the sacred also reinforces the idea that your spiritual journey is not just personal, but is intimately tied to the cosmic fabric of the universe. By connecting with the full moon and harnessing its energy, you align yourself with the natural cycles that have guided humanity for millennia, reclaiming that ancestral wisdom that resides within you. In this sense, the full moon acts as a reminder that the sacred is not something far away or unattainable, but something that lives in each of us, waiting to be discovered and honored. With its powerful, culminating energy, it also marks the beginning of a profound personal rebirth. This cosmic moment is ideal for pausing, looking inward, and reflecting on what you have accumulated in your life, both emotionally, mentally, and physically. As the full moon lights up the sky with all its intensity, it also illuminates those areas of your life that have come to an end or that no longer serve you on your path of evolution. Here lies the opportunity for rebirth, a space to let go, release, and transform yourself. Every full moon invites you to a process of cleansing and purification, a time when you can leave behind those burdens that have been weighing down your being. These burdens can manifest as unresolved emotions, toxic relationships, limiting thoughts, or behavioral patterns that prevent you from moving forward. By letting go of these stagnant energies, you open yourself to a freer, more positive flow, allowing renewal to occur naturally and harmoniously. This rebirth not only involves letting go of the old, but also creating space for the new. By clearing your energetic and emotional field, you open a portal for new opportunities, ideas, and people who are in tune with your growth to enter. This is a deeply transformative process that allows you to move towards a higher state of consciousness and personal fulfillment. The full moon offers you the energetic support to make these changes, but the act of rebirth is a conscious choice. It requires a commitment to yourself, to let go of what no longer nourishes you spiritually, and to be willing to receive what will take you to a higher level of well-being. This is a time to assert yourself, to reclaim your inner power, and to redirect your energy towards what you truly wish to manifest in your life. During this lunar period, you can take advantage of practices such as meditation, intention writing, or releasing rituals to support your rebirth process. In doing so, you align yourself with the natural cycle of the moon and the universe, which always guides us towards expansion, growth, and evolution. Every rebirth is an opportunity to reinvent yourself, to redefine who you are and where you are headed, freeing yourself from the limitations of the past and embracing the infinite potential that resides within your being. This cycle of renewal is a cosmic invitation to live from your deepest truth, recognizing that each ending is simply a new beginning. The full moon reminds you that, like its cycles, you too are in constant transformation, always evolving into a more authentic and expansive version of yourself. By accepting this call to personal rebirth, you give yourself permission to let go of what no longer serves you and to fully open yourself to the blessings and possibilities that the universe has in store for you. This moon is a symbol of the perfect harmony between the polarities that surround us and dwell within us. In this moment of cosmic culmination, the masculine and the feminine, the visible and the hidden, the light and the shadow converge in an energetic dance that reflects the balance that we must cultivate in our own lives. This alignment is not just an external phenomenon, but an invitation to integrate the dualities within ourselves, seeking that point of harmony that allows us to live in greater plenitude. Masculine energy, represented by the sun, is active, direct, and action-oriented. It is the force that drives us to make decisions, move toward our goals, and manifest in the material world. On the other hand, feminine energy, symbolized by the moon, is receptive, introspective, and connected to intuition. It invites us to reflect, to listen to our emotions, and to receive the wisdom that comes from the invisible. Both energies are necessary, and their balance is essential to maintaining a state of well-being and personal growth. During the full moon, These opposing forces are at their highest expression, and in doing so, they create an energetic field where balance and harmony become possible. This is the perfect time to tune into those polarities within yourself. You can reflect on how you are managing your active and receptive energies. Are you in constant action but neglecting your need for rest and reflection? Or perhaps you find yourself in a state of inaction, waiting for things to happen without taking control of the opportunities in front of you. The full moon offers you the opportunity to align these energies so that they work together rather than in conflict. Integrating the masculine and feminine in you is a conscious balancing act. Allow your active side to drive your actions, while your receptive side guides you with wisdom. This balance helps you to be more effective in your decisions and more connected to your purpose. By embracing both your strength and your vulnerability, you can move forward with more clarity and authenticity. The balance between these polarities also manifests itself in the way we handle light and shadow in our lives. Light represents our visible qualities, our strengths, and our successes, while shadow contains our fears, doubts, and hidden parts. During the full moon, both light and shadow are illuminated, allowing us to see more clearly the areas of our life that need attention. By embracing our shadows rather than rejecting them, we achieve an integration that allows us to live in greater harmony with ourselves. In this balancing process, it is not about eliminating one energy in favor of the other, but rather about finding the dance between the two. Just as the moon and the sun need to coexist to create cycles of day and night, the masculine and feminine, the active and the receptive, the visible and the invisible, also need to be in harmony within us. When we achieve this inner balance, we achieve a sense of completeness, where every part of our being feels validated and aligned with our highest purpose. By harnessing the energy of the full moon, you can focus on cultivating this balance within yourself. Through practices such as meditation or reflection rituals, you can tune into these polarities and discover how to integrate them in ways that support your growth. In doing so, you not only balance your inner world, but you also create an energetic field of harmony that allows you to more effectively manifest your intentions and live in a state of greater fulfillment and peace. The power of the full moon to close cycles is one of the most transformative aspects of its energy, as it symbolizes the conclusion of important chapters in our lives. But it is crucial to understand that these closures are not simply a definitive end, but a natural transition that prepares us for new beginnings. Just as the full moon shines at its brightest before waning, we too reach a point of fullness before letting go of what no longer serves us and opening ourselves to what is next. Closing a cycle during the full moon involves recognizing that certain situations, relationships, or phases of our life have served their purpose. This may include the end of a relationship that no longer nourishes us, the completion of a project that has reached its conclusion, or even overcoming behavioral patterns that no longer serve us on our path of personal growth. This process of closure, while sometimes painful, is essential to moving forward toward new opportunities and experiences. One of the greatest gifts of the full moon is the clarity it provides. Its light illuminates those aspects of our life that we need to leave behind, allowing us to see more clearly what is ready to be released. In this sense, the full moon helps us to do an emotional and energetic cleansing, clearing the way for the new to come in. The process of letting go can be liberating when done with awareness and gratitude, recognizing that each experience, even those that have caused us pain or challenge, has had a purpose in our evolution. This closing of cycles is not an abandonment or a loss, but rather a way to honor the journey we have taken. Through gratitude for what was, we create an energetic space to receive what will be. This is an ideal time to reflect on the learnings and growth obtained and to lovingly let go of what no longer resonates with our current frequency. In doing so, we align ourselves with the natural flow of the universe, which always invites us to evolve and move towards new stages of our lives. Closing cycles during the full moon also connects us to the concept of rebirth. Just as the waning moon guides us into the darkness before a new cycle of growth, we too go through a phase of integration and rest before emerging renewed. This portal to new beginnings invites us to open ourselves to the infinite possibilities the universe has for us, to trust that what comes is always for our highest good, and to be willing to receive with an open heart. By embracing the power of closing cycles with the energy of the full moon, we free ourselves from unnecessary burdens and limitations that could be holding us back. This is a time to cleanse and clear our energy field, allowing our future intentions and desires to manifest more easily. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we make room for the universe to surprise us with new blessings and opportunities, reminding us that each closed cycle brings us closer to the realization of our dreams and purposes. Closing cycles during the full moon also offer us an opportunity for introspection and self-knowledge. By reflecting on what we are leaving behind, we can gain greater insight into our emotional patterns, our limiting beliefs, and our deepest needs. This process of self-discovery prepares us for the next cycle with greater clarity about who we are and what we want to manifest in our lives. By closing a cycle with intention, we not only release the old, but we also align ourselves with the flow of our spiritual and material evolution. The full moon, with its intense and transformative energy, offers a perfect space to practice forgiveness. This is an ideal time to stop, look inward, and address those wounds we have accumulated over time, wounds that we may not have fully recognized, but that silently continue to influence our emotions and decisions. By illuminating what we have kept hidden in the shadows of our psyche, the light of the full moon invites us to bring to the surface the feelings of pain, resentment, or guilt that we have carried around. Forgiveness, in this context, is not simply an act of letting go of pain toward others, but also toward ourselves. We often carry the weight of past mistakes, harsh judgments, or unmet expectations that end up damaging our relationship with ourselves. The full moon invites us to embrace a deep healing process in which we allow ourselves to be compassionate and loving toward our own wounds. It is time to free ourselves from self-judgment and those internal narratives that limit us, giving us permission to start over without the ties of our past. In terms of forgiveness towards others, the full moon reminds us that holding on to resentment or grudge only perpetuates the cycle of suffering. By observing the impact of those emotions on our emotional and spiritual well-being, we can realize that the act of forgiveness is not about absolving others of their actions, but about freeing ourselves from the burden those feelings place on us. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves, a process of release that allows us to move forward with greater lightness and clarity on our life path. Letting go of resentment prepares us to more fluidly receive the blessings the universe has in store for us. This act of forgiveness during the full moon is also an opportunity to do deep energetic work. The process of forgiveness creates space in our energy field for new vibrations to enter, vibrations that resonate with peace, love, and abundance. As long as we hold resentments or grudges, we are blocking the flow of positive energy that could come into our lives. By releasing these emotional burdens, we allow energy to flow freely, making way for higher and more expansive experiences. Furthermore, forgiveness during the full moon can be seen as an act of spiritual renewal. By letting go of the past, we align ourselves with the transformational energies that this lunar phase represents. We are telling the universe that we are ready to let go of the old and welcome the new. It is an act of faith and openness, a declaration that we believe in our ability to overcome any emotional obstacles and move forward with a lighter mind and heart. The practice of forgiveness at this time is a portal to inner peace. As we let go of old wounds, we create space for deep healing. The full moon reminds us that healing is not a linear process, but a cyclical one, and that each time we face our deepest emotions and release them with love, we are closer to our true self, the one that is at peace with the past and open to the possibility of a future filled with light and new opportunities. Forgiveness empowers us. It gives us back control over our emotions, our thoughts, and our decisions. It reminds us that we are not defined by past wounds, but by the ability to transform them. And it is precisely at the full moon, when the energy is at its highest, that we can take advantage of this powerful opportunity to free ourselves and be reborn with a new perspective and a lighter heart. Finally, the full moon reminds us that we are part of a vast cosmos that is constantly changing and evolving. This lunar phase, with its radiant light and vibrant energy, acts as a reminder that we are immersed in a web of natural rhythms and cosmic cycles that influence our existence. The full moon is not just a visual manifestation of lunar culmination, but a profound symbol of our connection to the universal patterns that dictate the flow of life. By synchronizing with the energy of the full moon, we align ourselves with the forces that govern the cosmos. This synchronization helps us better understand our place within the grand scheme of the universe. It is as if, just as the full moon completes its cycle, we too are completing phases of our own lives and preparing the ground for new beginnings. The energy of the full moon acts as a guide, reminding us that our lives are intrinsically connected to the larger rhythms of nature and the universe. The full moon invites us to consider our existence not only from a personal perspective, but from a broader, cosmic view. By harnessing this energy, we are in tune with the universal energies that influence all aspects of life, from the rotation of the planets to the growth cycles of the seasons. This allows us to see our personal experiences as part of a larger process rather than isolated events. This moment of lunar fullness gives us the opportunity to reflect on how our actions and decisions align with cosmic rhythms. By being aware of these rhythms, we can navigate our lives with greater harmony and fluidity, adapting to changes with an attitude of acceptance and collaboration with the forces of the universe. It helps us understand that the flow of life is not always linear, but is filled with cycles of expansion and contraction, growth and rest. Harnessing the energy of the full moon also involves recognizing and honoring our connection to nature and the cosmos. This can manifest in practices of gratitude for natural cycles, celebrating seasonal changes, and taking a more conscious approach to our relationship with the environment. By aligning with these larger cycles, we can feel more at peace and balanced, knowing that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. The full moon encourages us to recognize that just as the universe is constantly changing, so are we. This lunar phase acts as a mirror that reflects our internal state and invites us to make adjustments to better align ourselves with our cosmic purpose. It reminds us that we are co-creators in this universal dance, and that our intentions and actions have an impact on the fabric of the cosmos. The full moon offers us a deeper, more connected perspective on our existence. It reminds us that we are part of an interconnected web of energy and consciousness, and that our lives are in constant sync with the rhythms of the universe. Harnessing this energy not only facilitates personal transformation, but also anchors us to a larger sense of purpose and belonging in the greater cosmos. It invites us to be aware of our connection to the universe and to live in harmony with the natural cycles around us, finding our place in the cosmic flow and contributing to the universal symphony of life. If you have found value in this video, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and share it with friends and family who could benefit from this information. Feel free to leave your comments and questions. I would love to hear about your experiences and how you are working with the energy of the full moon. Your participation in this community is valuable and contributes to our collective growth. Until next time.